Hello people! Today I'm going to be doing a look on this. Shit. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to do a tutorial on this look right here. Today was super dramatic. I used very thick lashes and some very smoky type of eye combinations. If you want to see how I accomplished this look, then just keep watching. Alright guys, so we're going to jump right into the eyes. I did one eye off camera just to make sure that it would work. We're going to do this second eye and get it caught up. It's already been primed and set. First we're going in with Makeup Geek's Purely Naked, and I'm going in with this Morphe M441 brush. And this is the brush that I always start out with. It's big and fluffy, and it's just to get that first transition shade into your crease. Doesn't have to be precise because this is a color that you're either not going to notice or barely notice. Just getting things started. Next we're going to go in with Makeup Geek's Wild West. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm still going to keep using the Morphe M441 brush, which I wouldn't normally do for dark colors. But we want this look to be very blown out and very dramatic, so I stuck with that fluffier brush for this color. Next we're going in with MAC's Embark, and I am going to switch to the Morphe M433 brush because I didn't want this color to go quite as high as I went with the Wild West. So just going to pack that on in the outer corner and go a little bit into the crease as well. And then I'm going to insert that into the inner corner. And we're going to leave, you want to leave the center of your eyelid blank since we're doing a spotlight eye. So to help me keep color off of the center of my lid the best I could, I connected the shade Embark with the Morphe M506 brush because it's really tiny and fluffy, so you can connect them and blend them, but keep it in your crease where you want it. And then I went back in with a Morphe M441 brush just to blend all of the edges together. Next we're going in with Makeup Geek's Corrupt, which is this black color. And again, I'm going to use the M506 Morphe brush. I don't want this black to go into the crease at all. I wanted to target it very low in the outer crease and target it very low on my inner corner. And this brush just really helps you to control where that pigment goes. And then of course I went back in and blended all of those edges together. So I'm going in with a concealer, and I'm going to put this on the center of my eyelid where I want to put the gold color. And I'm just applying that with an e.l.f. concealer brush. Going in with Makeup Geek's Mirage. This is a matte color, and it has a very nice subtle yellow tint to it, and I thought it would be a good base to start off all these gold colors with. Next we're going in with the color Queen in the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm putting that on my lid with a MAC 239 shader brush, and I dampened it with water just so that glittery foily goodness would pop on my lid. Afterwards I go back in with the Morphe M433 brush in more of that color Embark, and I blend it so that the edges going from the glitter to the matte brown weren't so harsh, and also to make that spotlight area a little smaller. Also going back in with that black color and putting that where I want it as well. Next we're going to go in with this NYX Pigment Primer, and I'm just using another e.l.f. shader brush, and I'm going to put this on top of everywhere that we put the color Queen. On top of that we're going to use this NYX Glitter Brilliance Loose Glitter, and it's just in their gold color, and we're going to pop that everywhere that we just put the glue in the center of the lid, just to make that gold really pop with this eye look. And again, I went back in with the Morphe M433 and the Morphe M506 to redistribute color and blend it how I wanted it. Now we're going in with this Maybelline Eye-studio Gel Eyeliner in Blackest Black to line our upper lash line, and I'm using a Sephora Angled Brush 22. Gonna put a light coat of mascara on our lashes, and I'm using the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. So taking my trusty duo glue that I always use, and I'm going in with these falsies from Crown Moiety. If that's how you say it, I don't know. I will list it down below. But it's in their style called Jinx, and it's extremely dramatic, thick, long, and they flare out at the ends. And I just thought it put this whole look together really nicely. So now go in with a makeup wipe. Any makeup wipe will do, just to clean up all that fallout on your face from the shadow. Now we're going to start on the face. I'm going with the Veil Mineral Primer from Hourglass and putting that all over the skin. Next, going in with my Tarte CC Under Eye Corrector that I always put to cancel out the blues and purples under my eyes and to help cancel out the brown spots that I have acquired on my forehead. Next, we're going in with this concealer, and this is that Smashbox Studio Skin 24-hour waterproof concealer. I got this in my Ipsy bag, and this was the very first time I had ever used it. When they say waterproof, they are not kidding around. I put this on my face like I do with my Makeup Forever concealer that you have seen me do plenty of times before. Don't do that unless you want to have a really hard time blending it out. So I took my Real Technique sponge, dampened as I always do, and after I started blending out my first under eye was when I realized the mistake that I made, because it was so hard to get the rest of that concealer blended out because it started to dry already. And it was just dried in place and I could not blend it out. It was really hard. I have never had this much of a hard time blending out a concealer or a foundation on my face. But these guys were not kidding around. I'm a very oily person. It's very hot and humid right now. And I can tell you, I did wear this during the day and it held up really well. So I am going to use it again to see if I use it correctly, meaning just do small areas at a time, see if I like it a little better. Next, we're going in with this Sephora Micro Smooth powder in the color Light. I am putting it on my forehead, my nose, and my chin with that damp Real Technique sponge. And then to apply it to the rest of my face, I am using this Sephora brush, number 90, and just putting that everywhere that I haven't already applied the powder. And this just keeps me from getting a full cake face, in my opinion. Next, we're going to do the eyebrows. I went way darker than I normally do. I usually do light blonde with the Loreal eyebrow pencil. I am using either brunette or dark brunette because I thought having darker eyebrows with this eye look would look way better. And I really liked that combination together. Next, we're going to set the under eyes using that e.l.f. brightening under eye powder that I always use. And we're using a Sigma tapered highlighter brush, EF35. So now we're going to finish the eyes. We're going to first start out with that Purely Naked color, and we're going to put that all along the bottom lash line, as close to the lash line as we can get. And I am using the Morphe M441 brush to do this. Next, I took Wild West and did the same thing from outer corner to inner corner. Then with Embark, also put that underneath from outer corner to inner corner. So for the Corrupt Black color, I am going to put this on with the same brush, but we're going to keep it in the outer corner, outer rim of the eye. I'm not going to go all the way from the outer corner to inner corner with this black. So now we're going to blend all of those colors together using the Morphe E18 brush. Next, we're going to line the lower and upper waterlines with this Marc Jacobs gel eye crayon in a black color. And just going to line that just going to line that bottom waterline and the top. Then I'm going to use that same mascara, and I'm going to put a coat of mascara on my bottom lashes. Next, we're going in with this other color in the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette called Enlight, and I'm going to put that in my inner corners using this other little Morphe brush, the E36. On top of that, I decided to put the Champagne Pop highlighter on top of it because I thought the gold tones would be really nice. So we have the eyes done. So finishing off the face, I'm going in with my Tarte Park Avenue Princess Amazonian Clay Matte Waterproof Bronzer. And I'm going to be using my Morphe brush that I always use. And can't find. I will make sure to list it down below. But just doing the contours of my face and my nose and down my neck as I always do. And then I like to take that Morphe M441 brush just to blend everything out. So this is an older blush palette from Morphe that I bought a while ago. I wanted to put some, I think it's called the 9N. And just wanted to make sure I had plenty of color in my cheeks since my eyes were so dark. Then using my Pitifully Broken Champagne Pop highlighter, we're putting that on the tops of my cheeks, my nose, and my Cupid's bow. And I am using a Morphe M501 brush for that. Then we're going to set these eyebrows using the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel to make sure all the hairs on my eyebrows stay in place. Next, we're going in with the Melted Too Faced lipstick. And this is in the color Holy Chic. I really wanted to mute out my lips. I did not want to bring any attention away from my eyes, and my eyes are super heavy, so I did not want to put any sort of bright color on my lips. Not that I own one. Next, going to use this color from Marc Jacobs. It's their lip lacquer in Sugar Sugar, just to mute out the lips even more and give it a glossy look. Now we're going to set everything with the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray that I always use. Great for oily skin. And then going to dry that with this little fan that I bought from Amazon. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and that you learned something, and I hope that you try to recreate this look. It was really fun, and I think that it's just could complement so many people. If you did enjoy this tutorial, go ahead and give it a thumbs up for me and subscribe down below to my channel so that you know when I upload more videos. Really appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.